Hi Capricorn, welcome to your Harsh Truth reading for the 17th through 16th. Everything you need to know about this reading is in the description box below, and I have two recommended reader shout outs that go to Helix Universe and OJC Astrology. Much love and support to them, and hopefully you get a chance to check them out and show them love and support as well. Capricorn. Five of Wands. All right, confusion brings clarity. Just saying, this could be much needed clearing the air. Kind of being able to have that talk where you get your points across. All right, Capricorn. There could be some kind of power struggle going on, or just like you two are, there could be like kind of clashing about what to do in a situation or how to move forward, how to move past an issue. Or harsh truth for Capricorn. Capricorn. Ten of Swords. Ouch. That is an ending, crisis, betrayal, unexpectedly so, and ouch. Okay. Ace of Coins. Queen of Coins. Ace of Swords. All right. I am dealing with a little one here hanging off the furniture by their claws, and I can't, I just, no, can't have that. There. 8 of Coins, 2 of Coins. I'm not talking about kids, I'm talking about one of the cats. I get headbutts, and the other one brings laundry, and this one headbutts me and then puts the 2 claws on the chair and wants to hang, and I'm like, shutting up. Okay, all right, anyway. 8 of Coins, 2 of Coins, 7 of Wands. Okay. Wow. Okay. We've got an ending, probably because you two wanted the same things different. Your ideas of security, stability, and whatnot, what you wanted, were the same but different. And there might have been some deception afoot here. Okay, so we got Capricorn, could be Capricorn. What's this Ace of Coins about? Coins. Capricorn. Ace of Coins for Capricorn. Pisces or Cancer. This Queen of Coins about Capricorn. Queen of Coins about this Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords. Wow. Ace of Swords. This is an ending and a new beginning. Eesh. So starting off on your own because there's been this ending, and this is, are you kind of going? Are you trying to deal with this intuitively and kind of withdrawing and going inward and really trying to connect with spirit or source to figure out what to do next, while they're over there mad and just wanting to take care of themselves on their own? Or they're fed up with Capricorn's shenanigans? Is that what this is? What's this 8 of Coins? Yeah, well, you want to be separate from them too. Because it's like you want to keep your new adventure, but new ventures, you're kind of secretive about your newfound security, or at least how you want to create that for yourself. You're either pulling inward to figure out how to do that, or you have it, but you're wanting to be secretive and not share with this other person or share anything about that, like your process or what your thoughts are or how you're going to do it for yourself. What's this 8 of Coins? Might involve working. It's not that it wouldn't involve working, that makes sense, right? But I mean, it might be like a job change, more work. What's this 8 of Coins? 9 of Swords. So have you been laid off? Are you feeling shut down? Like you just can't, you're in a creative slump, or you can't produce, and you're at a loss as to how that's going to happen, how you're going to be able to work. We've got anxiety about things working out or being able to work here, and kind of really wanting, this is really interesting because we've got career factoring in here. It's like you're worried about being by yourself after this breakup, worried about how things are going to turn out, where's your security coming from, worried about the work, your 9 to 5, as well as working the issues out that you had with each other. Do you feel like it's your fault and you don't know how to figure it out, and you're trying, but you keep, like, this is a very, okay, are you trying to work on the issues that broke you two apart, and you're trying to do, you're in crisis, and you're trying to connect to spirit or source, or deal with it intuitively, spiritually, psychically, really kind of wanting to give it up to a higher power just to restore some kind of security and to know that everything's going to be okay? What's this 2 of Coins about? Two of coins. Two of coins clarified by two of coins. So we've got some shenanigans here. We've got being secretive about either a windfall, about material prosperity, about a new, safe, solid, secure beginning. And we've got somebody being shady with that over here. And we've got someone being fed up with Capricorn, or fed up and wanting to be by themselves because they just rather do it by themselves. And is it that they want to find out what kind of shady shenanigans are going on? What's this Seven of Wands about? Seven of Wands about this. Wands for Capricorn. Justice. So that could be Libra. So you feel like you're right. Seven of Wands. Because this is a position of power or advantage. I shouldn't say power, but advantage. Definitely being able to maneuver and handle your opponents. What's this Seven of Wands about? Chariot. Get a confirmation card. So it's almost like someone wants what they want and they're willing to kind of... Part of the Two of Coins is kind of being shady or sneaky with making sure that you get the best deal and the other people don't. Like it's kind of like being shifty with money or shifty with resources, kind of like weighing the pros and cons to pick the better deal. Nothing wrong with that. But then you take it one step further and you're denying someone else access or whatever just so that you can get the benefit where they can't. And sometimes it's not about you winning first and then they can have whatever. It's about in order for you, not saying you, but sometimes it's that situation where they don't feel like they've won unless you've lost. They could win. They don't want to win-win. They want to win and they want it to be that you lose. There's a difference. You know what I mean? I don't care if it's win-win as long as I get the most. Well, okay. That's not this. This feels like this almost feels like revenge. Somebody's mad and they're vindictive and vengeful and they want revenge and they want to be able to work it so that they, while they're adjusting to their new normal or things are in flux and there's a new balance everybody's adjusting to a new balance, which could be what this is about also, they want the better end, they want the better deal. They're not above doing something shady or to where it would benefit them only. Not just that, but it could be in some cases, not all, but it could be not only do I want to benefit from this, I want it to be to their detriment. Is that why you're being secretive, or is that why you're scared over here? Is that why you're really bothered about how is this going to work out? Because they're holding all the cards? They're kind of in control of what you get or how you get things? Maybe you're wanting to say you're sorry. I don't feel like they want things to work out. I feel like they want to take things and run and move on. And this is a very forceful, willful, aggressive card. And I feel like this is them right here. And they're wanting to kind of, I don't know, it feels like a really aggressive energy and like they're going to be taking they want control. You two are splitting up something. There's some kind of property. There's something that each of you have that the other one wants. And this one might be pretty aggressive about it and pretty strategic about it. And maybe this is you wondering, am I going to get what's mine? Are they going to be fair? And maybe you're already thinking that they won't be. That's why you're worried about how things are going to turn out for you. If things haven't ended, you're worried about that. And this person already looks like they're emotionally cut off. This is a cutting off and just going your separate ways and starting on this new adventure, the both of you. So on the surface, it could be adjusting to the new normal for this person, but it also looks like both of you are actively trying to create, but actively just, going after what you want. But it still feels like you two share something that each of you want, and you're worried that you're not going to be treated fairly. You're really hoping that you are treated fairly, whereas this one just wants to win. And there's a question here of them being in the advantage and having all the power or holding all the cards, and you're kind of at the mercy of what they're going to dole out to you. That's what I mean. Look at, we got the Nine of Swords over here about the Eight of Coins. Like, are things going to work out? Are they withholding something from me? How am I going to do this? Do I need to be in lockdown mode and kind of secretive about any kind of help that I'm getting or what plans are for my own security? Because I don't want them to go, well, then you don't get anything if you're already planning to borrow money from so-and-so or whatever. You know what I mean? This right here, we got the Chariot and the Magician. This is about control. This is about control and strategic. This is someone who is very secure, preferably by themselves. And I mean, that's their preference. and they just want to worry about theirs and their own, and they like what they have and they work for what they have, but it's all theirs, and they guard it fiercely. So is this somebody that already has all of it and wants to guard it, or are they just mad at you and they just want to stay by themselves and they're very guarded, and the last thing you two have to work out is this, and you're feeling like they won't be fair? All right, we got a confirmation card for Capricorn. This isn't about reconciliation. This is about you two going your own ways, but there's conflict and bickering about the aftermath, about sorting everything out. Confirmation card for Capricorn. Two of Swords. Stalemate, which is kind of where it is now, because there's this back and forth. There's something, it's like you each have leverage with each other, and neither one of you is budging. Neither one of you is budging. Remember when I said trickery? There's something, your person, Capricorn, is withholding something from you. We got some shady shenanigans here. We've got them being strategic about having it work out for them only, or for them far greater than for your benefit. What else for Capricorn? Okay, so we got the House and we've got the Cross. Part of this card is about accountability for someone else's actions. So this is like the cross you have to bear. Someone else is having to carry the load of someone else. So this could be you kind of being duped, deceived, or treated less than, or not valued in an interaction to where you get less. It's like, well, there's no accounting for this person getting away with whatever, and I got kind of screwed, and I just, there's nothing I can do about it. It's a cross that I have to bear, that sort of thing. And this is about, quite literally, this could be about the property that you're disseminating, or that you're, it's the subject of how's it going to pan out here, distribution, whatever you want to call it. This is a long-standing relationship, or this is your security, your acquisition, the material things, all of that. And this is things being challenging, painful, and disappointing. So this could quite possibly be in the aftermath of this breakup. Either the relationship was difficult, challenging, and disappointing, this long-standing relationship, and now we're at the crossroads where we're kind of fighting it out for who gets what of the marital assets, or the long-standing assets, if this was just a living couple, or things accumulated together in a stable relationship, or relationship of longevity. But it feels like that's what this is. This makes me feel like we've got this grand estate, this is the house right here, and that's what's the whole process of, is the word dissemination or distribution is really challenging and disappointing as well. And you two are at a stalemate and a standoff, and there's no productive or proactive communication. Nothing is getting resolved here because you each have some kind of leverage and each of you are standing your ground. All right, for what it's worth, I'm going to do one of these, which is what they would say to you, but I don't know that you're interested. I think you're just really only more worried about, look, I just want what's fair. And you suspect, and rightfully so, that you're not getting it. And if you don't suspect that, then it needs to be on your radar, because it's showing up all over the place here that you're not going to get your due. Unless you're very watchful, unless you head it off at the pass. Capricorn. What would Capricorn's person say? Oh, crikey. All right, maybe that resonates. That doesn't feel, I don't feel anything to that. You inspire me. Okay. All right, what does Capricorn need to know? What do you need to know, Capricorn? This does not, you inspire me. That's something that somebody that loves you would say, that this person is not being fair. So it's like, how can you love me? You're not being fair. You inspire me. Capricorn. What does Capricorn need to know? 2 for Capricorn. All right. What do you need to know? And then I'm going to do what do you need to do, because okay. What does Capricorn need to know here? So we got the Star and 3 of Swords. No, 3 of Wands. I don't know if that's reversed or not. Let me check here. It's not. Wands, it's upright. Those aren't. Things working out that need time. All will be restored and renewed and work out, but it's going to take time. That's a refreshing message, because this right here is kind of like you're at a stalemate. I mean, there's no forward movement right now. So things are going to work out. Things will be restored. There will be peace in the valley again, but it is going to take time. This is things working out over the long haul, about 9 months. And this The Three of Wands is having to be patient and waiting for an answer, waiting for the process to unfold, that sort of thing. So, okay, you need to be the same. What do you need to know? It's going to take time. Now, what do you need to do? Is there anything Capricorn needs to do? Because I feel like this person is going to be very aggressive. We got the Chariot here. This is about that sheer will and that force and that aggression. And this, typically, this is about the opposing forces being marshaled together for forward movement. So it's like victory. But this feels like this person just wants victory for them. They want what they want. It's very aggressive. It's very opportunistic. And this is the one, this is a very important person that is controlling the opposing forces and trying to marshal that energy, right? And here we have the legal system. So both of these are kind of very powerful people. This is more karma, though. This is like none shall pass. And this one's like, I'm going to try and bust through those gates. And you're like, none shall pass. So it's this one, it almost feels like unbridled. Like, I really want what I want and I'm really going to go for it. And it's like they've got all this forward movement. And the legal system, or things, just the spiritual legal system, which is karma, is what's going to stop them. I feel like they're really a force to be reckoned with. These are like really passive, indirect cards right here. And this is a very forceful, active card. But I feel like this is that resistance that they're going to run up against, and that's why there's a stalemate. This is aggressive, this is passive. But this is also, like, this feels very fixed to me, like standing its ground. Like, they're going to try to plow through this as far as getting what they want, but it's like, no, there's a process to this, and things have to work out over time, and you need to stand down. And if you don't stand down, you're going to get bitten in the ass. This is either the legal system making them stand down, or this is just karma, or things working out in such a way that it's like, no, things aren't going to work out unless they're fair or balanced. We've got things needing to be balanced here. And I know that's a weird analogy, but I think the story about this is the emperor that gets in the chariot that drives, I need to be better about mythology, but that drives it around the sun. And I think this is an emperor, or they drive the emperor. Anyway, it feels very emperorish to me, at least for this reading, because this is a very forceful person, has that sheer will, that drive. And yet here we've got this very passive but equally forceful. They've got the force and the will. You've got karma on your side. They've got the drive, the passion, the machinations, the shenanigans, the strategery, and whereas you've got karma. And for somehow, some way, you've got some kind of leverage to be able to block what they're doing. All right, karma, Capricorn. Like this, I turn it to the right. Whoops. All right, so this is Five of Swords and Queen of Swords. What do you need to do? You need to be very careful and make very strategic decisions, and to be a bitch, because this person's coming for you. They want what they want. They want what they want. This is sheer will, force, and aggression, and they want to make sure they win. For some of you, it's about them winning and you losing. That's the only way they'll feel they win, if you lose. It's not about a win-win. It's not even about, well, I want the most and then they get some. No. They don't feel like they're going to win unless you lose. That's for some of you, not all of you. But this is about somebody that's going to be very assertive and aggressive about what they want, and getting the best deal, and holding all the cards and controlling the flow of whatever it is. You need to be very strategic and make choices that are for your best interest only, because that's what this person's doing. And maybe that's why you got where you were. But there's certain situations like that you can walk away from. You go, you know what? It's not worth it. Whatever, that person. This is not one of those. This is at stake here. This is the rest of your future moving forward. There's a lot at stake here. This is the Ace of Coins. We got the Queen of Coins. I mean, there's a lot at stake. So just as they are being kind of strategic and aggressive and looking out for their own interests, you need to do the same. Things are going to work out over time, but you need to have things in place, possibly legal help, to make sure that your best interests are put forward in moving forward with whatever you're supposed to get out of this situation with them, the falling out. This is the bitch card, the Queen of Swords. No, it's not. This is a king. Oh, I'm so glad I caught that. This is a King of Swords. Okay, it still stands out. I still feel like you need to this is making executive decisions about getting your needs met. about you being decisive, you being in the driver's seat, you making the decisions, being clear thinking, authoritative about what you want, and very clear about how you're going to proceed and move forward. No emotions, no negotiations. This is you calling the shots for your best interest moving forward. This is the King of Swords, not the Queen of Swords, like I said. So good. This could also be, King of Swords sometimes is about wise counsel. It's about hiring somebody, quite possibly, or, you know, like a judge, a lawyer, a therapist, somebody that is an expert in the field that will give you advice on how to navigate a very tricky situation, which is what this Five of Swords suggests, in protecting your own interests and helping you see something through with very wise counsel. So this could be right here, you hiring a lawyer or you consulting somebody, you know, a therapist or whatever, a doctor, lawyer, helping you to navigate and protect your interests, making very wise decisions here. All right, Capricorn, I hope that was helpful. Honestly, I hope you're able to, you know, get what is yours out of this, because it looks like this person is going to be really assertive about promoting their own needs. So I hope you are well served, especially after seeing this. I hope you're like able to, all right, I need to get on it. And I do hope it works out for you. I hope that you get what your needs met and get what's coming to you. All right. I wish you luck with this. I hope to see you in the next reading. Take care.